There are a ton of projects on my LEGO to-do list, and today I'm going to be tackling one that has been on there maybe the longest. In fact, I'm a little embarrassed to say it, but this box behind me has needed addressed for about 4 years. Speaking of addresses, it's addressed to Greg and Clark, and this went to our P.O. box because it was a part of our Mail Time series. And if you look at the date, it says December 1st of 20. And that is 2020. So almost 4 years ago, they sent us the Minecraft Mountain Cave. This is set 21137. It's a massive set, and it's in all of these bags here, some of which have actually kind of broken open. And my plan for today is to inventory this set, see if it's all here, and if it's not, order the parts that I need, because it's time to finally build the Mountain Cave. I actually have an immense sense of guilt over this set because this person spent $37 to send this to us out of the kindness of their heart in hopes that we would build this, I would assume, and put it in Minecraft world. And instead of that happening, it got put in the storage room of doom where it's been rotting away there for almost 4 years. And I just feel terrible about that because I don't even know if the person that sent this even watches our channel anymore. I do have their name and address. So what I think I'm going to do, regardless of the outcome of this, whether all the pieces are here or not, because as you can hear and see, some of them have fallen out. They may have not all been here when it was shipped, but I'm hoping for the best. I'm going to actually send them a letter in the mail that says, hey, it's going to be a thank you card, actually. It says, hey, we built this thing. I'll even take a picture of it and put it in there. And whether that person still lives in that address or not remains to be seen, but someone out there will find out that we actually got into this, and I need that for closure for myself. But before we do all that, let's see exactly where we stand. I'll show you kind of what we're dealing with here. It came in a series of 4-gallon sized bags, pretty full. There are pieces in here. We're going to want to try to get all of these out because everything's going to be essential. As soon as we got this, we should have started building it. But I've just always been a procrastinator, putting things off to the future, because why do today what you can do tomorrow is my philosophy. But that's not me anymore. Oh gosh, this box is like, it's open through the bottom. I can actually see daylight. That's where all the pieces were right there. Oh boy, that right there is a part of the problem, but so is this giant hole here. All the pieces started falling out. I don't think there's any rhyme or reason to these bags, at least nothing that's labeled here. So I'm just going to dump all of these out, and I'm going to sort them by color, because that's how Brickitect does their inventory, and then we can ultimately see what's all here, and hopefully what's all here. There's nothing missing. I'm putting that out there. I don't know if I put my money on it all being there, but there's a chance. A slim one, but there's a chance. If you're curious, this set came out back in 2017, and it originally sold for $250. It's a Brickitect video. These days, it sells for considerably more than that. The numbers on eBay are all over the place, but without the box, anywhere from $600 to $950 is what this sells for, which again makes me feel even worse about this, because not only did that person that sent this spend that money to send this, but they could literally be selling this right now for hundreds of dollars. Am I going to sell this? Absolutely not. This is a gift that was sent to us, and its purpose is to be built and enjoyed, and that's what we're going to do, starting with the sword. I'm going to sort bag by bag. I think it'll make it a little easier rather than just have this giant pile. So we'll start putting this into colors, and we're going to do all of it. I think maybe the best way to do this is to put it all into bowls. I got a bunch of these gray ones at Target, and we'll load them up. How many pieces is this set? This set is 2,863 pieces. Easy. The bowls and containers have multiplied, but here is what we're looking at after one bag, or 25% of the set gone through. Here are the minifigs, or partial minifig that came out of here, and a couple extra little pieces that I'm kind of keeping separate. But now we'll go into another bag, and we'll do it all over again. This is another bag with a rip in it. Whatever brand of bags these are, I don't know if I'd recommend them because they have broken all apart. The thing I was thinking about was how if you are going to be missing pieces from any type of theme or set, Minecraft is probably the one to be missing pieces from, because most of them are pretty just basic parts. My gray bowl is getting pretty full after 2 bags, but here is what everything looks like. A couple extra minifig parts there, and here's all the other ones. we're halfway there. We're ready for bag 3. This one, once again, lots of holes in it. There's a cool piece right there. There's a look at everything in this one. All pretty similar looking bags. I'm definitely going to need another bowl though, because the gray is getting out of hand. We're now 3 bags in, and the second gray bowl is almost full. Designers were like, let's just make this entire set a Star Wars set, I think is what they were thinking. But here's the rest of the pieces. Nothing else too crazy. I mean, this one's getting a little full. The black's overflowing, but we've got one more bag left. As I continue this, I'm getting very fearful of this inventory, but it's got to be done. 4 years is enough time to ponder it. Let's get this last bag. 3,000 pieces doesn't seem like a lot until you dump them all out and sort them. It's a lot. One thing I don't have in a bowl, I've just been stacking up minifig parts and random pieces of creepers. That one is really cool. Is that a charged creeper? Is that what that is? I need Clark Man here. He'd be able to answer that. But we got minifig legs here. This T-bone piece is really cool. And yeah, this is actually kind of fun. There's a part of an Enderman. There's a piece of bread. This is all the fun stuff in here. There's a spider there. I'm not sure how they inventory those particular parts. I don't know if they're under minifigs or if they're under the colors, so I'm just kind of setting those aside. This system works, for me at least. That right there is a good feeling. Well, good and bad. It's nice that all 4 of those bags are now emptied out and converted into bowls full of colored pieces. The bad feeling comes from knowing that I have to inventory all this. And I'm just looking at these like, holy smokes, this is going to be a lot to do. If you're wondering how I'm inventorying this, this is Bricklink. And what you do is you look up the set, which I did. This is the Mountain Cave. And then you come down here where it says Set Inventory, and you click that. And then down through this, it shows you all of the parts you need by color, which is the reason that I sorted it by color. And I'm thankful to see that it's black first and not gray, because I feel like that would just be, it'd be hurtful to go through that as my first thing. We can build our way up to that, I think. Let's go down and just look at the gray until we get into that. There's a whole bunch of it. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. We'll get there eventually, but I'm happy to start out with something slightly smaller, and this will give us a good gauge. If this is all here, then I'll feel like we're in a good spot for the rest of it. Just got to the end of the black pieces, and things are looking pretty good, but not perfect. I'm missing 1 of these, which I most certainly have, 3 of these, and out of the 121 of these pins, I have 120, so I just need 1 of those, which I certainly have. Weird thing, though, got a couple extra of these, and I have this, which is not in this set. I'm not really sure why this is here, and I double-checked it just to see. So we didn't have some, but we got some bonus pieces.
What's happening?
I got quite the project happening here.
What are you building?
I'm not building, I'm inventorying.
What are you inventorying?
See this gigantic set here?
Oh, dang.
The one that we got 4 years ago that we haven't built yet?
That is super sick looking, that mountain cave.
What is that creeper right there?
Supercharged creeper.
He's in there.
I have one already. It's from a set. So you're supposed to have like 2 translucent slopes on the sides.
I probably have those in the blues over here if you want to look around in there.
Yeah, 2 light blues.
I got all the blacks done. You got to look at this, bud. Look at the gray pieces here.
Oh my gosh, 2 boxes? There's creeper built.
That guy looks awesome. I thought he was exclusive to the set for whatever reason, but apparently not.
And then we also built the slime already. He's just ahead.
There's all the minifigs.
Actually, the zombie's wearing the gold armor. Where'd he get that drip? My guy?
I don't know, dude.
Look at my guy. He's a billionaire.
He's looking cool. Is there a place in Minecraft world that we can put this, you think?
I wish, but
We gotta find a spot somewhere.
in my dreams.
We might need another train table. Mid-progress update where we're not counting colors but counting bowls. I'm currently 4 bowls in, and we're off to a pretty good start. In terms of pieces missing, only 4 so far that I couldn't find in my collection. And as a bonus, we do have some extras in here. I don't know where these come from, but they were in with the bags, so got some bonuses, and then just a few that I may need to order on Bricklink unless I could do a little searching around in Minecraft world. But we've got a lot left to do. These bowls over here, and then of course the dreaded gray bowls. Here's the next batch. We're going into the browns. A couple little dark browns in there too. Just a few.
I stole that because he needs a bow.
How dare you?
And Nero
I'm like, I need a bow. Oh, he stole it. Yeah, we're doing a little bit of this, so don't think that just because there's only like 4 elements missing here that some more weren't. There's just ones I don't have in my collection. And
I built it on a rod.
fixed. That's one less thing to order on Bricklink, and the dark browns are good. The completed bowl collection is growing, as is my wanted list somewhat. The nougat was a little rough for me. Increased the list by about double, actually. And then I'm also missing a Minecraft map. We're cranking through this, so all I got left are the red, yellow, oranges, and white. And did I mention the grays? I just did all the white pieces, and I'm finding myself more and more having to pull parts from my collection. Ones that definitely weren't just missed, particularly things like this. I was missing 3 of these, and that's not something that I think fell out of the box. I just don't think that that was in there, but no problems. Again, this is Minecraft, so it's easy to pull these, and I pulled everything so far that I needed from all of these, so we're all good there. The orange pieces were good to go too, and we're cranking through this. We've now warped to the next morning, and here is an update on the sort, which is surprisingly going better than expected. Did have to pull pieces from my collection for each color. Some of the pieces bigger than what you'd expect would be missing from the bags or falling out of the box, but being that this is Minecraft, as I mentioned before, it's not that hard to get the pieces together. In fact, this is all I'm missing so far going into this. It's really not bad at all. That being said, I do have the worst part of this ahead of me, and that is to sort out all of these light bluish gray pieces. I saved the worst for last, unfortunately. I realized very quickly the logistics of going through 2 bowls to pick these pieces out would be a little daunting, so I decided to do a little sub-sort where I sorted all of the gray pieces into smaller sections of gray pieces, categorized by the type of brick or plate or tile that's in here, and I'm going to use that then to inventory this. I just thought I would show this in the event that maybe you've never inventoried such a large set like I have or haven't, and this is kind of, I think, the best thing to do. Plus, when I go to build this, I'm just going to keep these in here because I certainly don't want to be digging through these bowls to find one random piece that I need at the bottom. So we're doing it, and next time you see me, hopefully I'll have this all done. I just wanted to share this because it's a part of the process. And I have a brick separator in my hand for some reason. I know time moves fairly quickly when you're watching YouTube videos, but man, it took me forever. But finally, the Lego Minecraft Mountain Cave is properly sorted and inventoried, including the gray pieces. And thankfully, didn't really increase the wanted list by really anything at all. 1 piece out of all that, but that's not really an indicator of just how incomplete the set was, particularly the gray pieces. In fact, the worst offender were these 2x4 bricks. I was missing about 20 of those, and it seemed like every lot that I was going through, I'd have to pull 1 or 2 things out of my collection. Thankfully, I had pretty much everything except for that one. But yeah, it's finally done. I'm pretty satisfied with the amount of completion here. I mean, particularly when you have a collection to pull from, because without that, I'd have quite the lengthy Bricklink order, but it's really not that bad. In fact, I went through and I did a cart for this, and it turns out that this is only going to cost me, if I just get the parts that I need, it's only going to be $5 in parts and $5 in shipping from one seller. And I thought that was pretty lucky for how big this set is. Literally $5 a parts to have this done, and that's awesome. That's a blessing. Speaking of blessings, Clarkman completed all the minifigs for me, and they're all complete as well. You can't even really see the Enderman back there, but they're all as they should be with all of their equipments. And everything is just like ready to build. All I need are just these few pieces, which really aren't much at all. And I wish I had a larger nougat collection because it'd be dropped down even more. But yeah, that's not bad. That took a lot of time though, but it is sure satisfying to see this sitting out like this. Like, that's incredible to go from a box, in fact, sitting in the storage room for nearly 4 years to seeing this sitting on my table here, pretty much ready to be built, and finally getting a chance to put this together after putting it off for so long and changing my lifestyle, basically. That's what this set means to me, and I'm excited to bring you along with the journey on this. Of course, this is going to take me some time to do, but we're going to get it done, and it's going to be just awesome to build. It's going to be overwhelming, I'm sure, just like this was, but man, to get to the end of this, I think is going to be even more satisfying than what I'm feeling, the sense that I'm feeling right now. So hope you're along with me for that journey. It's going to be an awesome one. We're going to keep it going, defeating the storage room of doom and the backlog. Lego Minecraft sets coming back to Brickitect. It feels like a good thing. On that, I hope you have a glorious rest of your day and stay tuned for lots more Minecraft building to come.